Hello, I'm Francis McCaffrey, and today I am hosting my own live stream. McCaffreycrafts.com is my website. I'm a fifth generation blackthorn shillelagh stick maker. I specialize predominantly in the Irish wood blackthorn, which is synonymous with Ireland. Blackthorn and shillelaghs are a heritage product of Ireland and a very good symbol of Ireland. And I also do some hazel, some oak, and a few other woods again. And every Friday for an hour, I make myself available for you guys in the community. And I'm quite happy to answer any questions you have. I usually give some updates on all the things that I'm working on and what is kind of upcoming in the week ahead for those guys that are looking for something special. Shout out to all you stick collector guys who I know are already sniping, trying to snipe each other for the best sticks. Right, we have Kelly in the house. Hey, Steve. Good evening, Francis. Yeah, it's a pretty good evening. It's like, it's been raining for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we got maybe 2 days of a little bit of sunshine there in the last 2 days, and I got to have a few little walks and scout outs and look for some more wood. That's the thing, like you never stop working as a stick maker. Like you have to turn all your hobbies into work tasks. Like for example, I'm always looking for new wood. So every walk I go for, I'm trying to scout areas, walk into new places, trying to like find. It's really funny because sometimes you go out for a walk and you think you've scouted all the wood, and then you walk down the road like another day and another day, and you see something new, you see something else. You go, oh, I didn't see that, spot that back there. So there's always something to learn from walks. Mary, hello, how are you? I hope everything's well with you as well. I really appreciate that you join most of these live streams as well. It's always good to have some familiar faces in the house as well. Hope all is well in Wyoming and everything's good there with you. Not too much happening here in Ireland. Just a few tourists kind of coming in and wanting to chat and different things. Um, two, um, two people just come in. I think they're going to do the Skelligs tour tomorrow. The Skelligs is like a really famous Irish heritage site, but you need to get a boat to go out there, and then you climb up to the top, and it's like a really amazing type of site. It featured in the Star Wars movies. But anyway, they're going out to Skelligs tomorrow, and they're buying a stick for their American friend. And I'm really sorry. Like they came in the wrong time when I was stressed out, and I was like, "Oh, I have this to do, I have that to do." And I was trying to like be as polite as possible, but I might have been a bit kind of oh, I need to go now type of thing. But I think they're calling in after live stream at 7, or if I see them knocking at the door, I might have to open it and deal with them as well, because they are looking to gift a blackthorn walking stick made from someone authentic as me. So it's all pretty good. Stuart, hello, Stuart. Good evening to you as well. Thank you for joining the Blackthorn live stream. I'm quite happy to answer any questions, or if you want to tell people about you and who you are and why you're interested in blackthorn or stick making or anything along those lines, or even your connection to Ireland. It's always good to hear. Lots of rain in Wyoming. Sounds pretty Irish. Very unusual. The farmers and ranchers are pleased. That is so true. The farmers, man, they love the rain. And whenever there's like a little bit of not rain for a week or two, every like it was the last year or the year before, we got a little bit of a heat wave for about 6 weeks, and all the farmers were like, "Where's the rain? The hay's not growing for the cows," and different things as well. Like and then they were all queuing up every morning outside the farm store and trying to get the little bit of hay and bedding and things were available as well, and there was a big shortage of it as well. So yeah, farmers, I don't know, man. I think farming is quite lucrative. Like I've never seen a poor farmer in Ireland. They always seem to be driving nice cars, nice Jeeps, Mercedes. I've seen a few with BMWs as well. So is there money in farming in Ireland? I don't know, man. Like they're always complaining about not getting enough, and they get plenty of EU grants as well. But I don't know. I've never seen a poor farmer. I've never seen a farmer going out of business. I see them complain a lot. I just know that stereotype. The farmers keep complaining and stuff like that. But yeah, I think they do okay as a profession as well. They set themselves up as a sole trader, and they probably claim a lot of things. But it's a hard life. They have to get up really early every morning, whether they feel like it or not. And I think that's quite important for any of you guys who have your own business. You know the life, you know the score, you know what's involved. Your business is your life. You have to get up no matter how you feel, no matter how sick you are, no matter how sore your throat is, no matter if you hurt your shoulder, hurt your back, you're feeling like terrible, you still have to get your there's duties you have to do every day when you have your own business. So it's quite important to do that as well. You just have to get out of it. Good talk about the rain. It's a very Irish conversation. Shit, I dropped, or sugar, I dropped a few sticks. We got a bit of rain last night here, and the farmers here need some rain as well. They do indeed as well. Paul saying hello to Mary. So yeah, look, here is like, I'll show you guys just what I'm holding. This is stick number 44. So if you go to my website, go into the hazel section, you search for stick 44. It's actually a pretty good one. It's a bit thicker and heavier, and it's got a really, really nice type of one as well. So again, I have a lot of these really nice hazel sticks that have turned out really, really nice. It's a wood that is quite easy to work with as well. You can get a lot of blackheads or blockheads that you can carve these knob sticks into as well. It comes in a few colors. There's mainly like, a darker color and a lighter color as well. It's like what I usually call like these two sticks as well. And it has like a nice kind of wood grain. And I was kind of going through my stock there recently, did stock taking. I probably will have about maybe about 300 pieces of hazel that I could probably get out this year. In the Christmas run as well. So I think that's going to be pretty good. So I'll be giving the old hazel sticks a push as well as the blackthorn as well. I haven't worked too much with hazel over the years just because I didn't really have like the wood to work with. And, I've been kind of picking up a few pieces here and there and putting them to the side. Say, yeah, I'll get to it. And eventually I've, this July I've managed to get to it, and I started shaping out the handles and getting to a lot of the pieces. So guys, if you're interested in hazel walking sticks, you want a really good knob stick, interested in Irish hazel as well, I have a bunch of these sticks on McCaffreycrafts.com. Go to my website. If you don't have one in your collection, it's a really nice stick. Mary says hi to Paul. And Jim says the real money in farming is in weed. Actually, I don't think it is. I think that the weed market has been saturated because I think it's kind of like a misconception that there's loads of money to be had in weed farming and all of this. Maybe you watched that episode of South Park, Integrity Farm or Integrity Weed. But I like, from looking at it from a business thing, and I looked at what happened in Canada and a few places, is that, when like it's decriminalized and people are using it and growing it as well, what usually happens is that everyone expects everyone to go to the dispensaries and the places, but everyone just grows their own and has their own, and they're not buying it. So like, as a business model, like, and then what happens is everyone sees a gold rush, and whenever you hear about a gold rush, it's too late. You've missed the little kind of pockets where a lot of people made money. And I know a few guys in this business. I know a few guys in this game, and I've been asked about going involved in this type of business as well, and things. But it's not a business that I see any future in. I don't think there's much money in it as well, and it's not something that I'm kind of too madly interested in myself. Bar a few smokes at college. That's about it. Let's see. I got your raincoat as well. I do. I have a raincoat. You need it as well. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow, man. Hazel. It is. It is. I should harp on more about hazel. Hazel's a great wood. It's like, it's really, really. It's just that with a hazel, I can get them with bigger knob sticks, and I know you guys like your big knobs, and also it's a bit kind of easier on my wrist to carve them into these type of knob sticks as well. So I've managed to get a really nice few pieces of wood. Actually, I was surprised. Like, I've been kind of collecting on the quiet, on the QT hazel over the years, and kind of leaving it build up. And it's actually built up into quite a nice little collection I have. I wasn't sure, I have 300 pieces about. So, well, 300 between here and say December, I should have about 300 more pieces of hazel. So for you guys that are interested, I could definitely do that. Bit tired. It's up till about 3 a.m. last night, answering some calls and different things. Michael says, good morning from Colorado. Finally got to join you again. It's always a pleasure, Michael. You're a great supporter of my channel and a great defender of the McCaffrey Crafts brand. One-piece sticks as well. I'll always remember you for that, man. I know you've gone out of your way to promote my business as well. So I do actually appreciate, and I do remember and notice these things as well, Michael. So I do appreciate that. William Liddell, very nice. Thank you, William. Thanks for joining us here on Facebook as well. And every Friday I kind of do these live streams as well. If you have any questions, William, if you want to ask me anything particular, I'm here to answer any questions you have. Is that the one you had on your short video? No, it's a different one. They kind of all look similar. They all look a bit similar as well. This is one that I've kind of picked out as, I said, right, in this live stream, someone wants this one. Stick 44. You have here the maker holding the stick, talking about it on live stream, authenticating it, something like that. Guys are into that as well. They like when I hold the stick and talk about them as well. I have a few more sticks as well here. Let me see. I'll show you other guys. Let me stretch here. Oh, God, I still got that weird shoulder injury when I stretch. It's okay. Like, I'm okay in doing this movement, but when I pull back like that, little bit of the rotary cuff kind of annoying me a bit, but not stopping me from working anyway. I put quite a lot of these kind of natural bark blackthorn sticks. The bark was okay during the seasoning process, so I just put about maybe 15 of these guys and about 20 other walking sticks up on the website. So in the last hour, I've added quite a number of new sticks to the website. So have a look. Here is a blackthorn walking stick done in a kind of typical type of knob shape. Here you can see, where's the camera? Here you can kind of see the head of it and the quite seasoned color of wood. There you have it as well. And here you have another really nice kind of piece of blackthorn. This one's quite a big piece as well. You can see how the bark looks like as well. A few of the thorns and knuckles there, where I get that one in the camera to focus. You can see there, it's kind of like filed down a load of them as well to make it look nice. But that's actually quite a nice piece as well that fits in really comfortably into your hand. Good grip. It's about 1.1 1/8, maybe 1.25 inches here, and tapers maybe to about 7/8 of an inch. But it's pretty much an inch for most of the way down. Just the very bottom, I might just taper a little bit as well. So I put a load of these type of sticks onto the website, as well as the hazel as well. And what the next thing I'm working on for you guys that are interested in, I'll tell you that. I'll answer a few more chats, and then I'll tell you the next batch of what I'm working on as well. I'm working on quite a lot of things. When you get your artwork line finished, will you show us on a Friday show or a special video? Of course, Steve. That's the whole plan. I've got a few artists, and they're reasonably in terms of deal with as well. But like some they can't do it. Some they've come back to me with really kind of like unusual things. So I've got a few artists working on a few designs. And I think it's good to have a few different artists and a few different designs. And I've given them a few different specs and a few different things as well. And some of them have come back to me as well. Some want quite a lot. Some are just look a little. So, with all the rise of AI art and all this, I thought I would support some artists. And I managed to find a few online I found a few from Instagram and a few people posting pictures, a tattoo artist type of person as well. And yeah, so they're all going to be different styles. I posted one picture on Facebook yesterday, and it's this kind of like blackthorn shillelagh with all the thorny bush around, and a very kind of like metal type of theme, and very kind of I want to make t-shirts that are different from the norm. Most Irish t-shirts are a bit like over the top, leprechauns, shamrocks, all that kind of stuff, and I don't know. I want to put a bit of edge to it. So I got this really good one, like a Shillelagh Law T-shirt, and there's a guy in a suit standing outside my shop, and he's holding like a cudgel, and there's all blood dripping off the cudgel. I think that's pretty cool, man. It's like he looks like he's a scumbag, but he's like in a suit and dressed because I know. Look, the part of guys, they do like to dress up and wear suits and different things as well, and that's fine. And Peaky Blinders is always a popular thing that for some reason people associate it with Ireland. It's not particularly a sport, that Birmingham type of gang. Hello from Korea, isn't it as well? 206 FA. I see Stuart. Francis, have you ever thought about painting a symbol on your initials to the sticks? Not really. Many people have asked me to do that. Like, if you really, really, really want me to sign a stick or do something, I'll just make a video for you. It lasts longer, if I sign something or something like that. like people want me to scratch different names and different initials and different things, and like it's just personally I just don't like the look of it on sticks. Like it's kind of a bit selfish me scribbling my name on someone else's stick. Like if you want to stick, you want to personalize and you want to put like SB, that is your stick, and initial it and stuff. I think that's kind of important because the thing is, like, you know, I make the stick, but it's your stick when you buy it. And if it's a stick that you use in your later years, it can be like a symbol of you. And when you do pass away and different things, like your family members will associate any of it. If it's a stick with your initials on it, it's going to mean so much more to your family members than having my name written on it or something like that. So like usually I don't try to like initial them, scratch them. I write Begara or top of the morning chew or, you know, these kind of things as well. These kind of like, you know, stereotypical type of things on there. But like I might be open to it sometime, but you know, it's one of those things that I'm kind of known for not doing as well. Jeff, hello. I'm a proud owner of two of fantastic products. I have one, give one to my father, excellent and heirloom quality as well. Jeff, you've been a customer now for years, man. I recognize your name several times. Like, you know, you've been, what was it? You got your stick must have been 4 or 5 years ago or something off me. Must be some time ago. I can't remember some people's names. So, could you market your sticks to Ozu, since the top looks like a Buckeye? Maybe. I'm always open to marketing ideas. If any of you guys have any marketing ideas or different strategies, like by all means, tell me. I'm always learning new things as well. Uh, all right, our Korean friend is, I'm going on a 300-kilometer hiking in Korea this vacation. That does not sound like a vacation. That's a workout, man. If you're walking for 300 kilometers, you got to better have some good shoes. I have a walking stick already, so I need some shillelagh to protect myself. There's no dangerous animals in Korea, man. Maybe a drunk guy on soju or something. Let's see. I've walking sticks already, so I need some shillelagh to protect myself. There's no dangerous big animals here, so the shillelagh will be suitable. Yeah, like I have plenty of shillelaghs on my website, and I can ship them to Korea no problem as well. I've shipped several times there. I have a few acquaintances over in Korea still. I worry about wandering dogs. Yeah, they're good for dogs, but more the walking sticks. Like, you know, you just kind of hit the ground, and usually when you just kind of tap the ground, the dogs will suddenly go back. So you meet an aggressive dog, the dog's attacking you as well. This is what I do. I don't know will it work with Korean dogs, but I take the stick and I put it in front of me to create space so he cannot get near to bite me. Then I usually just tap the stick on the ground. I go, hey, hey, and I just, you know, show some teeth like that. And usually, if I tap the stick, you know, as I'm hitting like that, and the dog, he goes back, he puts the head down, you know, and different things, he retreats. But like occasionally, you will meet a dog that are fearless. Like, you know, if you meet a pit bull, man, you know, and bull terriers, they don't fear you too much. Like, so it's best just to create a bit of space and back away slowly, as you would with most kind of wild animals and different things. But for me personally, I found this so useful in my walks. Like, there's so many dogs around here, and actually in Thailand, when I was walking in Thailand, you have a soy dog problem. There's these like dogs, and you've walked down the wrong. Like, sometimes I like going for long walks and stuff, but in Thailand it's a bit more dangerous. Like, you have these dogs that come out, and the Thai breed of dog is like a big, you know, it's a big dog and it's aggressive, and you know sometimes they don't really back off, so it's good to have a stick. So it actually is quite useful for hiking as well. And good luck with your 300-kilometer. Where are you doing that? You going up to the mountains, Gangwon, or something like that, or where are you going to go? Brian Doherty says, I have several of your pieces. Everyone has its own personality. Yeah, they're very unique type of piece. Absolutely the best sticks around. By the way, when do you do your shirts? Make them big sizes, 5XL, 6AL. I'll try. Like, you know how it works with like doing t-shirts is usually you come up with designs, you own the designs, and then you have to get like one of these big t-shirt companies to fulfill it. So usually it's kind of like you know, the t-shirt kind of marketplace is run by a handful of companies. Like, so what I would do is I would use one of these marketplaces to do the t-shirt. So when you buy the t-shirt, it's shipped to you from within the US. And I thought it'd be quick to ship, but it's like about two. You see, from Ireland to ship a t-shirt, you can't do that by courier, like for $32 or €32 to ship a t-shirt. So you need to use these kind of t-shirt companies that have a range of products and different things as well. And they seem to have like a lot of size as well. But you know, I hope someone was asking me for tank tops. I got to look into them as well. But I do have that. Jim, that was I knew you'd pick up on that, man. You said top of the morning. I good. That's an in joke there to Jim that you are well aware of as well. You know, with the Keegan connection. You know, something that rhymes with drinking porter, a big Irish port. Let's see. Steve Kelly, OSU is Ohio State University. Thanks for that. I actually didn't really know what the OSU meant for, and like any guy who's like a politician, I just smoothly went over it, and you know, none the wiser. Let's see. Michael says, I've ordered off a charging dog with my blackthorn before as well. Yeah, it's actually useful. Like I'm not like I was having a walk even was about 3 weeks ago, and there was some owner like it was an older lady with a dog, and the dog was too big for her, and he just pulled. She almost fell over, and the dog just kind of went for me because I don't know. He was just a bit of a wild dog. And yeah, the stick was pretty handy just to create a bit of space. And then I just got the lead, and the dog was trying to bite me as I was holding the lead. So I just kind of lifted the lead, so his front paws were off the ground. And then I just kind of went back and I asked the lady, did she need some help or something like that? And she said, no, I'm fine. So he was just barking and going crazy. So I said, right, I'm just going to give you this dog, hold tight, and I'm going to back away. And but yeah, some dogs they just they there's something maybe there's something in me didn't like. From Seoul to Busan, mountain roads, etc. That is a long journey, man. That's a long. Is it like a group? What you should do is record that for YouTube. Like I'm sure a lot of people would be interested to see like a travel blog where you're walking over 300 kilometers. You're obviously not going to do that in a day. It's going to take several days or a week to kind of go through that. So I don't know, like how it would if you 100 a day, could you do about 100 kilometers walk a day? I suppose you could. You'd be pretty. You see, your feet would be your feet would be banjaxed after like the first day or something like that. No matter how good the shoes you wear when you're walking long distances, it's just a little friction and stuff. Blackthorn. Yeah, no, I knew you meant blackthorn. It's fine. It happens all the time. I'm going with my 3 brothers in arms, maybe 3 weeks more as well. August is the hottest month of the year in Korea, as you well know, like 35, 40 degrees. Like it's going to be tough going, man. It's going to be one of those things. You need what's it? A Cas beer is not a Korean beer. Stop at plenty of 7-Elevens, have a few beers. So walk, 7-Eleven, beer, or is it a Family Mart? Isn't it all Family Marts over there? Let's see now. Brian says, need a good way to display my sticks. Any advice after putting them in an umbrella stand? Would like to display them. Just put them in the wall diagonally. Put them horizontally. You just get like two little things here. Put them in here, and you can have like a wall display. Like maybe you see back here, or is it? You see here, I have a kind of like them all just kind of lined up like that. So one way is you can kind of put them like that to display the sticks, because especially it's kind of a bit better to show back blackthorn if it's got bumps or knuckles or something like that along the way. But yeah, you can put them like in those stands like I have here. You see this one here, this stand. You just kind of drill some holes in it, and just 2 pieces of wood and 4 posts, and you can have some kind of stand like that, and just give them enough space to do it as well. You have the old milk cans. Yeah, they're pretty good. How much do they go for now, Paul? I remember back in the day when I was doing the buying and selling of bits and pieces. I think it was like, about 50 euro or something, or 30 euro they're getting for those old milk, those milk. You're talking about the kind of big milk kind of cans, the ones they might be about 2.5 foot. They're kind of silver color. Is that the kind of the big old milk cans that you have? They'd be handy for a display as well. James, how are things, my man? I have 2 sticks made from cactuses from Arizona in my stick collection as well. That's interesting. Like, I don't know too much about cactus. Like I didn't know it was hard enough to make a walking stick. I just thought a cactus is like just green water inside it and loads of these kind of thorns that come out as well. So you know, so cactus has is hard enough to when you season it as well. Like actually I don't know much about using cactuses for walking sticks. I must actually go down that rabbit hole and have a look at what different things are as well. So I'll show you guys what I'm working on next. So I'll be working on a lot of I'll show you how I start. So here you go, guys. This is I'm going to be working a few of these kind of monster cudgels, these barbarian type of cudgels, the ones that you guys are always messaging me about saying you want more of them as well, more of them as well. So I'm going to be making, and I'm making. Let me lean back in the chair. So I'm making a big group of these at the moment. Um, this is kind of usually what I start out with. Like these, this is pretty thick pieces as well. That's close to 2 inches thick, like the whole way down. It's a good thick heavy piece. Like for me, it's a bit too heavy. Like I can't hold that with one hand and wheel it around. It's like far too heavy for me. I'd need two hands to be able to swing this as well. But like a few of you guys, you do love these big barbarian type of sticks. So usually I start off. This is a root. Like as you can see, this is from the root. This bit was underground, if you can imagine it. So imagine like it was like this. It was underground. I came along. I said, "Oh, that's going to be useful." Um, this one as well. It takes years to season because it's this thick. Like usually when a piece of blackthorn is this thick, it actually is quite long the process. So you just have to throw it to a side. So I'm working on a bunch of these. I have maybe about 20 of them nearly finished. Monday or Tuesday, all going to plan. I will put them on McCaffreycrafts.com. So you have it here first. So I always give you guys these little cookies and treats of letting you know of what I'm working on, because these guys would be quite highly prized. Like these guys, they do get a lot of interest. They do have big prices. They are rare as well. So like I'll show you how here the seasoned piece of wood is. So you can see like it's got a tight wood grain. It's only the bigger rings that are showing up, but you can see there's loads of little smaller rings in between. Wait, if I can get the camera angle right. So there you have it. Like you can see by the color, and it's rock hard in there. You can see it's like a real seasoned. I'll try to get it at an angle that you guys can see it a bit better. So this is quite a seasoned piece of wood. Like when you cut that in half and it looks this color, and just by touching it and the feel of it, it's rock hard. Like this is a well seasoned piece. This has been seasoned for years, lads. This is not a piece of wood that you can find. So when you buy one of these sticks, you're looking at about 4 or 5 years. It's been sitting there. So this is a 4 or 5 year piece of wood that's going to be worked on, and I'm going to turn these into these barbarian type of cudgels as well. Conan the Barbarian would have one or something like that. And these are very good display pieces. I don't know, some of you guys that are big, strong guys like me, I'm only a little Irish man, 5'3", 5'4" on a good day, But some of you bigger guys, man, you'll be able to wheel this around as well. But like it's pretty good. Let's put this next to my head so you can hear touching against my head to give you guys an idea of the size of it. So you see how big it is compared to my head. Like that's touching my head now. Big piece of wood. Big piece of wood. So you can see how it kind of the wood looks during the seasoning process. Like I haven't cleaned this yet. I haven't put the wire brush. I haven't sanded it. So you can see how it kind of like the color kind of goes like this, and you have to like sand it a bit. Sometimes like you leave a bit of the texture and the ripples and different things on the wood as well. And so this is going to be a nice barbarian stick as well. I have one here that I've nearly finished. I can show you as well. Let me go back as well and show you this guy. So here's one that I have that's kind of finished as well. It's quite a big barbarian stick as well. you can use this for whatever you want. It's a very nice, thick, heavy piece as well. Like, you know, you have this was made from the root of a stick. So, you know, imagine it was there, the root was there. You had a piece of blackthorn shooting out here, and all the different places you can see where the blackthorn would have been shooting out as well. So I have this type of one as well. This stick, you know, this would be one for the making as well. Um, it's just like this is a naturally occurring handle. Like, you know, it just looks fantastic. You can see how the color came up after the finish. It looks pretty good. I was managed to bring out some of the original kind of color of the stick as well. So here you have it as well. That's just I was hanging it up when I was putting the finish on and different things. So I'll probably put a leather furl, or sorry, a leather thing in. What do you call it? A lanyard. That's the word I was looking for. So let me try to get a good picture of this as well. Bit of weight in these guys as well. You can start to work out. You can do your different kind of, you know, curls in them or something like that. But it's a very interesting cudgel. And so I have been working on these this week. I have quite a lot of them. I'm going to probably over the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to, you know, I think I have about 200 or 300 sticks on the website. I'll probably have put about 30 or 4 more, maybe about 30 more sticks on the website by the end of the month. But I'm going to be working on a few of these each week, trying to get a few of these monsters out. Like, you know, I've sold these monsters before. These monsters always go for big money, and rightly so, because they're rare. They don't really last the seasoning process. Not many of them can survive it as well. Very good pieces as well. Like, they're more display pieces than practical. Like, you're not going to walk around the street. How are you, Mary? How are you, Liesl? How are you, James? How are you, Paul? How are you, Tim? How are you, Jim? You know, how are things, lads? How are things? Really good. Just working on, you know, it's not thing, but they're fantastic display pieces. Like, you know, if you put that into your bar, into your restaurant, into your business, put up a nice sign there, Shillelagh Law, and have something like that. It is an instant talking piece. It's a really interesting piece of wood, you know, especially like, you know, the handle on it as well, the way it just kind of goes in all different directions. So a very strong piece of wood. Ugh. Bit of home protection. Someone comes into your house, man. It's the widowmaker if they're married. So it's a beast of a stick, and very unique type of things. Again, you're not going to see these sticks anywhere else. McCaffreycrafts.com. I have the most interesting pieces of wood. I have a lot of diversity on my website in terms of sticks, that is, in terms of choice. And, you know, there you have it as well. So I'll show you the two together. So this is kind of how it starts out. And then this is how it kind of when it's finished or something like that as well. So they kind of, just to give you the two of them there side by side, so you can kind of see a comparison of them as well. And I think they're pretty interesting ones as well. So on Monday or Tuesday, I'll be uploading them in the website in the afternoon probably, because at the moment, actually, I should update my website. I'm mostly in my shop now in the afternoons. I'm not here in the mornings because I have to mind Aaron and mind my son, and so usually I work online in the mornings, and in the evenings I'm in my shop for anyone who's in Ireland as well, because a lot of people were looking to meet me. So let me catch up on a few of these. So the big one has wood spines and a cactus. Okay. And you pay 20 for yours at auction. That's a good price for a stick as well. Damn, even an ogre can hardly use that. Yes, it is like an ogre. You can imagine Shrek, you know, holding that thing as well. Let's see. I would grind it down with my forearm as well. Very good. I would take a nice rustic chair park. Okay, so you do some chair making. Great, Guga Munga. I guess, sorry, I might need to get one of those. What's the average price for something like that? I don't know, like, usually they go for about, I don't know, man. I'd have to just go back and check. Like, I've sold those type of ones before, from anything from 180 to about 220 euro, in that type of price range. And it just depends, like, you know, those ones are pretty nice. I'll make special videos and talk about them. So they're probably in that type of price range as well. Like, my walking sticks are 125 to 145, and they would have a higher value than the walking sticks. So, anything maybe about 160, 70, 180. I just have to kind of just check on the wood, see if there's any blood tax I need to put in them as well. If any of these ones cause me a pain in the ass to cut. Have you ever thought of making batter training sticks for practicing Irish stick fighting? Not really. You know, like you're just using training sticks. Like you're just going to damage them. You're going to hit back and forth as well. And like if you're training with sticks, you want something cheap and cheerful to hit a bag with, to hit a guy with, to destroy and to wreck as well. So like a training stick is usually made out of a terrible piece of wood. That's just you just jigsaw it and just cut out a little shape. They're usually just made from pieces of wood. Like they're so easy to make, man. It's like, you know, it's very basic to make. You can make it out of pretty much any piece of wood. You can pretty much do it yourself. But there's no money in the training batters. Like as well, like as a business model, it sucks. Like, how many guys are actually stick fighting? Like there's a lot of people that are interested in. Like how many guys are training? If you look at any of the training groups and videos of people that training, like, usually there's not a big group there. Like they might do one big event a year and get 20 people, but they might get 10 people per week, and they give each one of those 10 a training batter, and then that's it. That group, how many training sticks are they actually going to need per year? So it's a very small kind of market for, for guys that are involved in it. They usually make their own sticks as well, because like they don't like stick makers, stick fighters and stick training groups. They don't make much money. Like sometimes like they charge like for a special course if they're bringing in some grandmaster wizard who's magic or something, and they'll run a course and have some guy in and charge like €100 per day or something like that, which is ridiculous. For like a demonstration on a few moves. But like it's not something there that's I kind of it's more the kind of the bottom feeder part of the kind of stick market, making like training battles. Like one group, they use rattan sticks and they seem to be fine. One group, they just cut out from pieces of wood and sand. They don't look too good. But the thing is, like, they're not like you're practicing with, you can get a broom handle, get a broom handle and practice your stick fighting with a broom handle, but with a weight distribution and with everything, like, it's good to have some blackthorn as well. But like I I make walking sticks and walking aids. Like, these are really good. I think about the hand as well. Like, if you're paying $180 for a stick, you're going to like what, hit it against the wall and destroy it as well. So like, with batters, the cheapest, crappiest pieces of wood, and use things there that are cheap and cheerful. You're going to break them, they're going to dent. So anything that's kind of cheap and cheerful type of wood as well. Like, it's only a training batter. Like, it's like you're not going to, you're going to destroy it. Like, how old is this piece? Which piece? Like, most of the walking sticks are about like 2 or 3 years old, and that cudgel I think is about 4 or 5 years. I can't really remember. I just remember it was well before COVID. I got these sticks, and COVID was like 3 years of all of us locked up in a cage. And then COVID's been over now for what, a year or so or something like that. So like, I'm guessing at probably about 5 years maybe. Now that I think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a year before that. Yeah, about 5 years there. That's a monster. It is a monster stick. The triangle 1.4-inch cudgel cone bit works the best to grind down knots and imperfections as well. It's very good because knots can be quite tough to get through as well. Hello, Francis. Tim here checking in as well. Good, Tim. Always great to see you as well. And thank you for joining the live stream. Paul says, an attitude adjuster. Yes, that's another good name, good euphemism for it as well. That was for my milk can as well. Very good. Sammy Breaker says, beautiful, great cudgels. Shillelagh Law. Yeah, Shillelagh Law. I have a Shillelagh Law graphic coming out soon as well. American selling training sticks for $300. Are you insane, man? that is a scam, total scam for a plank of wood. Oh my god. You know, there'll always be guys trying to, like, you know, but you know, like, I have real blackthorn. Look here, here's a real blackthorn walking stick. Okay, this is 145 euro. What, $150? So you can get a real blackthorn walking stick for half the price of a training bata. Jim, Jim, is that what you're trying to tell me? You are trying to bring to my attention that a real blackthorn walking stick, a real one, an authentic one, made from one piece of wood, not two pieces stuck on and called some silly name, okay, made from hawthorn and you know, some other woods. You're telling me this has got to be an April Fool's Day joke, man. What date is today? So they're American selling training sticks for $300. I would advise anyone in my community, to never ever part with their hard-earned cash that they work really, really hard for, to pay $300 for a plank, you know, a plank of wood that is a training batter to be used to be beaten. Any piece of wood that you hit continually over and over is going to get damaged. There is no finish out there in the universe that can withstand being hit constantly. All finishes will come up, all sticks will dent as well. Jim, man, it's like, well, look, it's, as you can tell, I'm shocked. I had to take. I think we have to have a moment's silence for all the stick makers out there, all the real stick makers like myself out there. You know, when you see this money grab, this greed, you know, of people, like $300. Come on, man. Is there gold in it? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe look. I will admit, maybe my first impression is wrong. Maybe they're magic. Maybe they can. I don't know. Do they have smart technology in them or something like that? You heard a lad earlier getting a stick for 20 euro. Like, you know, a broom handle is cheaper to train with than buying 300. Come on, man. That's insane. Um, I made a knob stick out of black lotus, but I need to fill the knob with epoxy as well. Yeah, like, I've never been a fan of using epoxy to fill cracks as well. You can't beat the old sawdust and glue, man. That's the best way. Sawdust and glue. How long to grow the cudgel? Oh, to get blackthorn that's 2 inches thick, like, you're looking at probably about 50 years, 60-year-old bush. Like, in about 15 years, you know, you can kind of get there as well. There are a lot of planks about. Yes, planks is a word that can be used for a person that's a bit of an idiot as well. So but yeah, Simon, like, I would totally agree. Like, Simon, you know, goes out into the forest, cuts a bit of oak and uses them as his training bata as well. So Simon, when you going to bring out your range of training bata sticks for £300? Can I buy your course, man? When are you going to do your 100 euro course? That's why I thought of it. Thanks, Jim Murphy. Yeah, I suppose it's something that's never been discussed. Like, you know, the price, like, prices is always something that's sensitive for. But look, if you're like me, you work hard. There's blood, sweat, and tears involved in bringing money into the house. Like, when you break your back, you work a job, you're dealing with people. The last thing you want to do is part it to something that's, look. If you're buying a Ferrari for $300, wow, that's a bargain, something like that. But you're buying a plank of wood, a training piece, you know, for that price range, you know, like, I've actually seen some of them. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, sometimes they take 2 or 3 pieces and they stick it with glue, hold it in a vise, and they don't really shape it too well. It still looks like a square, and they just take the corners off. And you know, for me, it's quite simple to do. I could churn them pieces, but there's no market for it as well. You see, the thing is, like, no one's buying probably them, and, you know, they have probably a lot of them done. But yeah, dog shit sticks. Did anyone buy exotic woods from Rare Woods USA? I've looked at that website before. It's a bit of a pricey place. Pricey place. I wanted to see the woods they had, because, like, I was learning about, like, I was coming across all these rare exotic woods from different countries, and I had no idea about them. And then I found this website when I was searching, all looking at rare woods. Let's see. I absolutely am telling you that they are even carved. What? What? Jim? Jim, are you taking the Mickey, man? What the? Oh my God, man! I'm in shock. So you're telling me these these scammers that I'll use the word you use because it probably is an accurate description as well. So these guys that you're telling me, like, they carve thorns like into, so that how can you carve a thorn? Like, it's stupid. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. Support Irish businesses, support the Irish heritage custodian, Francis McCaffrey. I'm a guardian against this. I feel like Batman, man. I need to put on my cape. I need to put on my blackthorn cape and get my little badge and go and sort out all these guys. Clean up these guys that are full fun as well. So you got me, man. I thought I was shocked after your last message, Jim. Like, seeing that they're carving thorns in them. Oh my God. I've seen some ridiculous things over the years. Like, I've seen guys use toothpicks. The worst one was, like, there's a guy in the UK who used to, like, drill with a little hole, and then he get toothpicks and he put these toothpicks in them, and he's like, oh, my blackthorn stick. And it was the most ridiculous, stupid dog shit stick that I've ever seen in my life before. And people were buying it. People were buying his complete nonsense. Like, if you even pulled on the thorn, it comes straight out and you could clean your teeth with it, man. There's nonsense as well. But Jim, I suppose the most important thing is just highlight, like, you feel sorry for the people again that genuinely, like, jokes aside, that are buying like terrible things like that as well. To be honest, that's a disrespect to Irish people, to Irish men. When people are trying to profit off an Irish heritage product, it's disgusting. It's the lowest form of low. They're trying to like, sell these things, or not. They're an insult to any Irishman and any real stick maker who goes out, cuts their wood, gets everything themselves, go through the pain, go through all of this. Yeah, a guy that buys a plank, carves on some thorns, puts a crazy price of 300 on there as well. I'm just giving my opinion to your comments there, Jim, as well. It's shocking, man. Shocking behavior. Shocking. Anyway, I move on. I probably spent too much time ranting about that. My God, it's terrible. There are lots of hawthorn trees in Rochester, New York. I made a skinny one into the stick. Yeah, hawthorn grows everywhere, man. It's quite a common enough wood. Still can be all right. I'd rather buy just 2 blackthorn from Francis. Exactly. Exactly. Like, would you like a plank of wood or a real blackthorn? Here, this plank of wood is 2 times the price of a piece of blackthorn. It just shows you that these guys are complete amateurs. They're not astute businessmen. They don't understand business. They don't understand customers. They don't understand what people want. They're terrible at marketing. They're just really, really, really bad. And here you go. Here's a real man, Simon. Simon is a good dude. He's a guy that I actually like and I enjoy talking to him. I made a training batter from oak branches. They cost me 0. Yeah, for training batters, you're going to destroy them. You just want something cheap, cheerful. If you can cut, like, when you cut an oak branch, you're not making it into a walking stick. You're just training with it as well. It doesn't have to be fully seasoned. You're just hitting it away. If it cracks and breaks, and you're just using it to do things as well. Calm down, Francis. Breathe. I can't, Steve, man. I can't. I'm so passionate about this. You know, it's like, oh, it's like getting kicked in the nuts, man. It's like, oh, that sting, man. It's like hearing it that there's people like that out there that do not understand Ireland, do not understand anything at all. Like, no one's buying those sticks as well. Like, I am aware of, like, people that are selling things at ridiculous prices, and there is a price point that you go up that no one buys it as well. And that's why these guys are continually trying to post and post, please buy, please buy, please buy my expensive stick, please buy it. But, like, no one's buying it. That's the thing. Let's see, raise your price to $200 and undercut the American market by a third as well. I could do that, but genuinely, I like to respect my customers and I like repeat business. And I understand the lifetime value of a customer. If you do this kind of Robin Hood approach to selling, where you just steal and take their money, assuming that they're only ever going to buy once from you, like you have to know the price point of which is fair, which people are associated with, know what your competitors are doing, and find your kind of niche with it as well. I've experimented with different prices. I know what Americans and what every country is happy enough to pay for a blackthorn. They think it's a fair price. Now, the amount of time and effort and works, like a blackthorn should be, to be honest, a blackthorn should be about $800 in terms of the real value. In terms of the time, the effort, the danger, all the things go into it, everything, it should be in that type of price range. But like, if you go up past $200, like people, they expect exceptional piece of wood. Like it's to do with value as well. Like, you have to be realistic. And he's saying that's the American way as well. Yeah, jack up the prices, man. Look, we could talk forever about economics, and I don't agree with the university costs in America. They just jack them up, jack them off. The interest rates going up and up and up, then just printing money as well, increasing the money supply, the inflation going up as well. I think that sometimes in specifically in the economy in America, like things are done with not the best interest, and it's very short term game. They don't have a medium or long term approach. I guess that's me. It's epoxy clay as well. Okay, that might work better. And I saw a two-piece shillelagh as well. That's terrible to see. The one road I use to collect wood is blocked off. Yeah, it happens, man. It's like, that's why you need to have as many places as possible, scout as many places, always be walking, always be bringing the dog out, always going to this thing. Brian says, keep it Irish. Cheers, Francis, and do Ireland proud. Exactly, exactly. Look, I'm a proud Irishman. I'm taking ownership of Blackthorn shillelaghs. It's Irish Blackthorn as well. I know other countries do their sticks, other countries. I know there's some Blackthorn in the UK as well. There's a little bit in France. There's a weird version of it in Germany that's lighter than the ones that are Irish. But Irish Blackthorn is a piece of Ireland. You are owning something that grew out of Irish soil, made from Irish hands. You cannot get a more authentic product anywhere in the world than something that grew out of Ireland. This is a part of Ireland. Like, it grew out of the Irish earth and created this stick, this product as well. You cannot get anything more authentic than that. That's why it always rubs me the wrong way. Everyone's trying to get into this like brand Irish crash grab and different things as well. And it's like everything. If a drug dealer comes into an area and no one buys it, then he's gone. So tell people about this, educate people that they shouldn't be buying from these things. Look, I don't like some of my competitors here in Ireland. Like, there's one or two guys that are very weird and have threatened me, but like still, I still encourage people to buy Irish as well. If you like those guys, you like what they do, who cares about their personality if you like the stick they make as well. But like, I do genuinely believe that heritage products in countries should be protected. We're living, this woke culture nonsense that goes on as well. Like, I understand the noble kind of, how would you even say it? Like the reasoning behind it. So someone is been marginalized, they feel like they need a voice, they're doing it as well. But like, I don't want that to get involved in the stick making things as well. I don't want, like, I've been, the funniest thing ever is, man, I've been called, like, and I'm married to like, a person from Asia, and I was called racist because I said that Irish blackthorn and Irish sticks, and that's so like there's a load of nonsense out there as well. But Irish, Ireland, Irish walking sticks. There's not, look, leave it to Irish people to make shillelaghs. Okay, you can make imitation and fake ones, and that's fine. But it's a heritage product of Ireland. We don't have much in Ireland. We're a tiny nation. What, 4.5 million people or 5 million, something like that. We're a tiny country. We don't have much going for us. You know, we don't have many natural resources here, but one resource we do have is blackthorn, Irish blackthorn. And it's as good as it gets. Heavier, it is way heavier than and denser than any one of these kind of variations, these bastard versions of blackthorn that grow in different areas that haven't been in Irish soil for years, like that grew different nutrients, different winter times, different everything, climates. You know, there's only, like, for me, I'm a purist, and I do believe that, you know, blackthorn is Irish. I'm probably over the top Irish as well, but why not? There's nothing wrong with loving your country. Let's see. Did you find a place for your birthday getaway? I didn't know. I actually forgot about it. Like, not forgot about it, but I've been busy. Like, when I get involved in new things, I get very excited and carried away, and I'm like a kid, and I'm trying to, oh, I must do this. We're working on like all these t-shirt designs and all these different designs, and trying to put all these different graphics and different products, and looking at doing a few websites, and I've been kind of like a bit preoccupied. I can't find a place. Like, my birthday's at the end of the month. I can't find some place in Ireland like that's decent. Like, there's a few places I wouldn't mind like checking out, but when I looked, they're all fully booked. Anything 5 star is pretty hard to find. Like, I was going to splash out in some place nice, you know, and bring Aaron along just to make life a bit easier as well. Let's see. I had put it out there to protect our heritage. I'm tired of the money grab. Jim, you know, you have a right. You have the right attitude. I think it's very important to like protect Irish heritage, like, you know, and many Irish Americans, they do understand this, and they respect Irish heritage. They love their connection to Ireland. They love the unique culture of the Irish people as well, and they do celebrate it. And a lot of guys who are in are in America, respect Irish heritage products. They celebrate it. They have events around it, and I love these type of guys in America as well. It's only these few rogues that are in it for the money, that have zero interest at all. They're just you know, it's just a money grab thing, as you well said as well. But you know, if you have Irish heritage, if you have, you know, you've some connection to Ireland as well, you should celebrate it, like, and be proud of it as well. I think there's nothing wrong with that. If those guys give you crap, just whip out that monster cudgel and go to work. Brian, they're pretty old fellas, like, you know, and yeah, they're your typical Dungeons and Dragon type player guys. You know, they the type of guys that's you know, they're harmless. I probably harp on about them too much, but they're genuinely harmless. Like, it's kind of insulting what they're doing, and I feel they're conning a lot of people. And I feel it in me. I don't like people being conned. I think that, you know, money's so hard to get nowadays. I just don't like when I see, buy this shillelagh, you know, it's not like a genuine piece of wood, or something like that as well. I think I might have to go soon. I think these people are here now to buy that stick. So I might just kind of finish up the live stream now, because I have two people waiting here at the door. Let's see. America has their own wine. Let's see the size of the state in Indiana. Okay, Pennsylvania is bigger. It is. Shillelagh made in America is not a shillelagh; it's just a stick. Well, like, you can make walking sticks in America. You can make knob sticks as well. But claiming it's an Irish shillelagh and it's nothing to do with Ireland, just to make money off it, like, that's what you should mainly do as well. So, guys, I'm just going to finish up now, because I have just two people outside the door here, and I said I have 10 minutes to talk to them. So I gotta go, guys. Thanks very much for watching the live stream, and thank you as always, and goodbye.